Studies show that approximately half of all women experience some kind of sexual difficulty at one point in her life, with a lack of interest in sex being by far the most common and the most distressing. And what doesn't get talked about enough is when her sexuality suffers, so do all the other areas in her life. Luckily, there is an easy and gentle way to fix this. You and I are going to discuss 4 reasons why mindfulness and meditation are a sexual game changer for a woman's lifelong sexual fulfillment. Hi, I'm Dr. Trina Reed, sexologist. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you want to have a deep, soul-quenching, mind-blowing sex life, please check out my free Sex Bootcamp Masterclass workbook and video. When you think about how to have wild, crazy, hanging off the chandelier sex, mindfulness and meditation probably are not the first thing to come to your mind. Yet there is a growing body of research coming out of the Sexuality Health Laboratory at the University of British Columbia that shows the effectiveness of mindfulness on women's sexual pleasure. Dr. Lori Brotto, who is the director, said, "Based on my own observation of mindfulness, I would argue that satisfying sex is quite simply not possible without mindfulness." Now, hopefully, this is not a sweeping generalization, but when it comes to learning about sex, my observation over 25 years is that men prefer a pragmatic how-to, how to give a hand job, 5 steps to bring women to orgasm, and that's fine. However you prefer to learn is great. But although many women find the how-tos useful, meditation and mindfulness are a more effective way for her to create and shape a powerful, positive sexual mindset. And that is the key. Dr. Brotto's research proves mindfulness meditation can positively influence libido and sexuality, and it can potentially improve sexual desire, satisfaction, and function. And it does this by increasing awareness of the bodily sensations and thoughts during sex. And if you don't know how to meditate, no worries. Please check out the mindfulness meditation website and get a free 7-day trial, and I'll tell you a little bit more at the end of this video. I can say from personal experience that meditation is a key to my mental and sexual health. I've been meditating for over 10 years now. It takes 15 minutes a day, and it's baked into my daily habits like my first morning coffee or brushing my teeth. You see, I've always been a high achiever with high anxiety. Meditation is my daily safe space where I can let my guard down, be vulnerable, and let go of those things that cause me anxiety and weigh me down. But let's talk about you and how mindfulness meditation can boost your sex drive and sexual self-confidence. First of all, what is mindfulness and how does it relate to sex? Mindfulness, or another word for it could be mindset, is your relationship with sex and how that affects what you experience during sex. Your sexual mindset are the attitudes and beliefs that predetermine how you respond to and make sense of sex. And this is the tipping point to women wanting or not wanting sex. It rests on whether she has a negative sexual mindset or a positive sexual mindset. Many women in long-term relationships experience a profound disconnect from her body with a lack of sexual pleasure and a negative sexual mindset. And as a result, she starts to see herself as an asexual person. Add to this that when sex is initiated, the majority of women in long-term relationships experience what is called a delayed sexual response. This means her mind is going 1,000 miles an hour with thoughts like, did I turn off the stove? Or what if the kids in the next room wake up? And by the time she is able to calm her brain down and move into her body's pleasure, the sex is over. And here's the important part. For many women, her body might be responding to touch with signs of arousal, but her mind is not registering the arousal because it is elsewhere. Mindfulness helps unify the mind and the body's response. It helps women move from her swirling thoughts and pay attention to the arousal happening in her body. Now, here's another thing. When women experience low libido, it often causes relationship problems. And sometimes when couples have grappled with a low libido for years, it can seem impossible to turn around. It's not. There is researched evidence that after just 8 weeks of a regular mindfulness practice, women with a sexual desire disorder experience significant improvements in sexual desire and relationship satisfaction. And even more amazing, these benefits were retained when assessed 1 year later. Research shows that neither relationship status, meaning whether you're single or your partner, nor the duration of a couple's difficulties will impact how well mindfulness will work. This means that even for those people who've had low sexual desire for a long time, mindfulness meditation can be useful. However, the one determining factor is how regularly you practice mindfulness. Some evidence suggests that a regular daily practice, even if it's just for a few minutes, is more effective than a once per week longer mindfulness session. Hopefully, you're convinced that her sexuality deserves to start a meditation and mindfulness journey right this moment. As I've already said, mindfulness meditation offers a 7-day free trial, and there's a ton of value that you can access. There's a library of over 2,000 guided meditations, gratitude practices, breathing exercises, podcasts, music playlists, sleep content, and more. You have nothing to lose, and your sexual mojo has everything to gain, which seems like a slam dunk no-brainer. Bottom line, meditation and mindfulness are an easy way for women to tap into her sexual desire and arousal. And if you decide to join the millions of mindfulness meditation satisfied users, please use my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any extra and helps support my work. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on how daily meditation can lead you to hanging off the chandelier sex. Please tell me. I want to know. Please check out my free Sex Bootcamp Masterclass workbook and video. And thank you for liking and subscribing. Your support helps grow women's sexual pleasure. Because even though your sex life will never be perfect, you can create a sex life that is perfect for you. You deserve a deep, soul-quenching, mind-blowing sex life.